Give it a couple minutes, let the notifications go out that we're live. If they do anymore, who knows? Kevin, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, it's still saying upcoming on my end. What the heck? Gigwise B Jason here. How's it going, man? How you doing? Get there we go. I still gotta get 2 frames for the other 2 posters. Yeah, it's oh now it shows that I'm live. Oh well. How's Mary doing tonight? Andrew, how's it going? Rob, how you doing, buddy? All right, make sure volume's up so you guys hear me. I think you can hear me all right. Heather, how are you doing? Alex is in the house. Alex, how's it going, man? Everybody's coming in now. All right, cool. So happy Tuesday, guys. What is everybody up to? How many of you are out doing DoorDash? Doing good. I think the pin thing is good for all of us. I completely agree. It is overdue, to be honest. When I mentioned it in the video yesterday that Uber's been doing it for 6 years, um, that's on the rideshare side. They got tired of having people get into the wrong cars, you know, people pretending to be Ubers, and they decided to come out with this pin option, and it's awesome. And I think with at least the Uber rideshare, it's something that customer can opt into. But I wouldn't be surprised if the other apps do the same thing. And I can't believe that it took DoorDash as long as it did to do it. But ever seen Alien Abduction about the Blue Mountain Lights? I've heard of it. I haven't probably seen that one. But Charita, how are you doing? Darlene, hey, how are you? Patrick, crazies, do you have issues with tweakers? As long as I stay on this side of the Columbia River, I think we're probably okay. Although we did go into that part of Vancouver last week that there's probably a few around there. Jason's in the house. Hello from Milwaukee. Only good thing that happened this week is gas went down to 305. Hey, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Name a car for an edit. Lenore. That was a Shelby Mustang from Gone in 60 Seconds, right? Eleanor. I probably just named the wrong car. Novera, how are you doing? Jelson, hi from Tanzania. Wow. Speak Brazilian? I can't speak Brazilian. Although there's probably a lot of DoorDash drivers in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that can speak. I have read an article today about that, actually. Tanner, how's it going, man? How you doing tonight? Or today? This morning, this afternoon? What time is it in Tanzania, by the way? And we got the Philippines in the house. Guys, I've gone international. This is pretty cool. Gas here in Cali's 4.50. Is that the gas station price or is that Taco Bell price? Jason is in the house. Voorhees? Michael Myers is at my house. It is passing by at 50 miles an hour and a 20. Yelled, slow down, idiots, not a racetrack outside, giving dog bathroom time. Avery, how are you doing? I like that name. Logan with the, I can't. With the train. You guys got to behave. This is YouTube. This isn't something else. Need more of that outside camera shot while driving. I'm gonna do a bit more of that. I was a little hesitant. The GoPro, the mount, the suction mount for it, I think it's rated for like 150 miles an hour, but I really don't ever see myself going that fast. I mean, if I was in a DeLorean, I'd reach like 88, and then I'd end up somewhere else. I don't think I could get it up to 150, but yeah, I'm gonna do more of that, and I want to get a second suction mount, so I can just have one for the outside and one for the inside that I could leave. Am I Ryan Reynolds? No, I am not. Although we have similar sarcasm, I would imagine. Have you seen Moonlight Cookie? No. Is that on like Skinamax or something? I was right. It was Eleanor. Nice. Well, Lenore was another car, wasn't it? Or did he call it Lenore for short? I don't know. Do 10 push-ups? Giggity? I don't know about that. That's crazy. We just went from 45 to 20, so. Maya, how's it going? What languages do you speak? I am fluent in sarcasm. I can get away with some drunkenese, and I'm okay at English. I suck at Spanish. I failed Spanish 3 years in a row. And Alex, thank you for taking care of flexing that wrench. Appreciate it. 2 a.m. in England. So we got England in the house. We got Philippines. We got Tanzania. Very nice. Gypsy, what's going on? How you doing tonight? You guys are gonna give me an ego with this favorite gig tuber thing. So I'm joking. I'm lucky if I can spell ego. Is this why DoorDash is late? Yes, because the orders are sitting at the restaurant and I'm sitting at home live. Lots of receipt pics in Iowa. Yeah, I mean, I don't get the whole. We need to make sure the customer's paying the right price. Well, the transaction price said it was this, so that's the right price. I would think. Scooter Bud's in the house. How you doing? You're gonna be in the Seattle area soon, aren't you? Daniel, how's it going? Daniel is in Brazil. Yes, we have definitely gone international. That's very cool. Michael says, "What's up, weirdo?" Who are you calling weirdo? I am weird. I think most of us are weird. It's the normal ones you have to watch out for. Are usually the ones that are still medicated. Did I say that? Um, Sisler, what's going on? I still got 100 on demand at 50 years old. All right. Cold shoulder. What's going on? How you doing? Love your tattoos on your hand. Looks cool. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah. I got some wallpaper. That's what I call it. Um, we got it all in here. A little bit of everything. Like a Heinz 57. Appreciate that, Alex. Um, Josh, hey, appreciate it. Yeah, I actually have all three. I just got to get I got to finish getting the area set up for live streams. I got to get two more frames for the other two posters, and I'll get those up. And hopefully by next Tuesday, there won't be a door. I'm just gonna seal the door off. There won't be any way to get out of the room. Now I'm gonna move the dresser that's here to that wall, and the posters to that wall, and be facing a different way, hopefully. Any 24-hour holds on payments due to loss of service after drop-offs? Not yet. Knock on wood. Not yet. You're so real. That's why you're everyone's fave. Well, I appreciate that, Heather. The way my mom's dog Ruby greets me every morning, and then when I get back from doing DoorDash, if I found a woman that greeted me that way with that much excitement, that Christine, how are you doing? And Deborah. I should have asked last week. Do you have a preference? Debbie, Deborah. Um, I'm gonna get that same tat, but it's gonna say which tattoo, Rob? Last 2 days have been awful with backwards offers. I've got oh, the way the people. Um, you could get it as a tramp stamp, Rob. I'm joking, but no, you're joking too. Okay. Um, I don't know what I drank today, but the sarcasm is grade A. And yes, it's root beer. Those are the three names I'll answer to. Good to know. Bro, what's up with these terrible money days out there, and do you think it's gonna play out okay with Bills? Honestly, it really is. Um, I talked about it in well, I'll talk about it in tomorrow's video. Root beer again? Yes, root beer again. I didn't have time between my last order dropping off and getting home to get everything set up for the live stream, so I have to make a beer run after the live. Sorry. They got a lot of I'm having fun trying out all the different kinds of beers they have here. But no, as far as like the terrible money days, a lot of that was trying to get my AR back up because I think here it probably does matter. And but we went out today and we had some good orders just doing per order. But like I said, had to get that AR back up. Fridays and Saturdays around here are at least during the summer when the weather's decent, they're dog crap. They really are. But one thing that I talked about in the video, or I will talk about in the video, that you know, as long as I delivered in Lincoln, all of the year and a half that you guys have watched me do DoorDash in Lincoln, I delivered Papa John's before I did gig work, and I did Uber before I did DoorDash. So one of the things that really helped me was like a hidden superpower, I guess, is I knew Lincoln better than the back of my own hand. I knew where all the stores were, all the restaurants, basically already. So I had a leg up on that. And coming out here, I'm basically like a new dasher as far as learning the area, restaurants to go to, restaurants to stay away from. So it's all it's all a learning experience, and I'm okay with it. So things will get better. I'm sure there's great orders out there I just haven't seen yet. There is that I have been in that I should not have been in. Like I said, it's all a learning experience. So they make root beer that is harder. I want to try it. I want to try the harder root beer. Maybe I'll get some of that. We'll do a taste test. Am I into sports betting? A little bit. I mean, like the fantasy, like FanDuel and what DraftKings. I enjoy doing that. It's the best of both because I like doing fantasy football, fantasy sports, and you know, putting a couple bucks, and I've had good luck. I've had I've done dollar entries that I've made $100 on. Um, yeah, it keeps it fun, and I think the older you get, yeah, you have your favorite team, but you enjoy watching the other games, and you enjoy watching other players, specific players on different teams. So that's nice. AR is everything now. As the markets get more and more saturated, I feel like that really is true. AR the last 2 days went from 80 to 71. Not happy. Yeah, like I feel like it in one way it's easier, and I should probably end up doing a video talking about this, but I feel like, you know, before the whole tier program, if you wanted to be top dasher and you wanted to cherry pick, you would have to you'd have to do Hell Week. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. And now with like the tier program, you can still cherry pick within reason, but earn by time is a great way to, instead of doing Hell Week, you have Hell Day. You just turn on earn by time and you knock out as many orders as you can in a day. Now, if I didn't do YouTube, would I probably make more money doing DoorDash? That's been asked before, and yeah, I probably would, but I really enjoy doing YouTube. And I'm kind of focusing. I'm honestly happier doing now that I'm vlogging daily. I'm a lot happier throughout the day when I'm focused more on YouTube while doing DoorDash instead of focusing on DoorDash trying to do YouTube. Keeps your mind off the miserable part of DoorDash. Nothing wrong with 96 AR if you're happy. Exactly, Heather. Heather, you should not feel bad for having a 96 AR. I wouldn't give a crap about other people's opinion or opinions as far as AR goes because everybody's different, every market's different, everybody's situation is different. Some of us do it part-time, some of us do it full-time. Uh, you know, geography's got a lot to do with it in different markets. There's markets that have these vast food deserts, so you have all these restaurants clustered, and then the next cluster of restaurants is like 7, 8, 10 miles away. And you're just going to the hub of restaurants, picking up an order and going out into the desert and delivering it, and then having to trek back. So every market's different for countless reasons. Cost of living is huge. One thing I've noticed here that I compared to Nebraska, am I getting less orders? Yes. Are they higher paying than Nebraska for the most part? Oh God, yes. But even the rough last week and a half that we had, you know, for the most part, I'm still averaging over $10 an order. Not bad. I think today was around $9 an order, but cost of living, like I said, one thing in Washington State, they don't have a state income tax. So people, the sales tax is a bit higher, but they don't have an income tax. So they don't have that coming out of their paycheck. Cost of living's higher, but again, sales tax, food, all of that's a bit higher. So the order amounts are going to be higher. It's to understand DoorDash and how the different markets are, you almost need you need to know a bit about everything. Logistics, geography, um, economics. Like I got to say though, that DoorDash is the this is the first time in my life where I should have paid attention in algebra class because I feel like doing DoorDash, you have to like there's a lot of algebra in it, and I'm getting really behind on chat now, so let's try to catch up a little bit. Terry, how are you doing? Things I was doing when I first started dashing that I look back on and go, why did you waste so much time doing that, dummy? It's all a learning experience though, and you're better off now for it than not. And you also woke up and realized, wow, I yeah, I look back at things and go, God, I was an idiot. But I think we all do. Or those that have enough self awareness do. Some of us walk around like Ray Charles. Do you ever jump the border into Oregon? Stormy, I have not yet. At some point, I'll probably get around Oregon, preferably not in Oregon, but around Oregon. Alex says 80, I believe, is a sweet spot. You could be right. I might have to give that a shot. Well, mine's around, but I declined 2 orders, so I think I'm down to 76. But we have a Facebook group for dashers in my area. We post our ARs a couple days ago because the program changed, and I counted over 10 people with ARs in the 0 to 10 range. Yeah, and that's another reason I don't ever tell anybody in any video, you have to do here. Laura, how are you doing? I'm catching up on chat on this phone, and I have it up to date on this phone to help figure out how far behind I'm in. So, 'cause 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 I'm in. So, Yeah, I will never tell anybody that they have to do something this way, but, um, I just share what works for me. I need to try Portland, just one video. Are are you gonna be my armed escort? A lot of community service. Patrick had 98 AR in April and summer hit and went hovering around 70. Portland, downtown, and northeast by the airport can be very interesting. One thing I did notice in the DoorDash app, Portland basically has peak pay all the freaking time, which kind of says a lot. Temple, how's it going? How you doing? So how would you compare where you are now to Lincoln as far as DoorDash orders? Talk about a little bit. You may have already been here when I did at this point. Mama Wrench, how are you? Carl, how's it going? Um, overall, the orders are higher paying. You may have to wait a little bit longer to get an order, but the orders themselves are definitely higher paying. So it's just finding the sweet spot of, you know, lunch shifts, dinner shifts, days of the week. It's a learning experience. I'm not too far behind. Surprising, we have 45 people in here. I'm not that far behind in chat. Yes. You can do your shopping in Oregon and skip the tax. Yes. That's a huge thing, is being this close to Oregon. There's no income tax in Washington. There's no sales tax in Oregon. So a lot of people in Oregon work in Washington if you're close. And a lot of people that live in Washington do their shopping in Oregon. Paul, how's it going? Max, buddy. DoorDash base pay has been jumping from 2 to 450 and back to 2 on same pizza place orders for the same distance. Any theories? Um, I had a shopping order today where both customers tipped and the base pay was $16.75. So I've had DoorDash send me the same order that I've declined twice, and the second time they sent it, it was less than the first time they sent it, which it's like I wasn't going to take it at 450. Why am I going to take it at 225? I think that it's just the algorithm playing around. Sometimes, honestly, the thought just popped into my mind. It is possible that somebody, say, accepted it or accidentally accepted it at, say, 450, and then when they unassigned it, it reset it back down to $2. That that's possible. Terry, I waited 38 minutes out of my 40-minute dash today and got one order. Mm. Yeah, there was a couple of moments today we sat for half hour, 40 minutes without a single offer. Pizza did not sit. I had to wait 5 minutes for it. It was weird. That is really weird. Pick up the paste boomer. Max, you're never gonna let me live it down, are you? My area had an influx of dashers from 1 hour away show up. The county is listed on the plates. Oh yeah. Some states they do. They have their count they have their plates listed or marked by county. That's true. I need to get glasses here. I'm joking, Max. Literally was getting ready to hit end dash when I got it. Sometimes, I swear, sometimes they just make you wait. DoorDash is sadistic. Is it bad that Charlie is my daughter's name? Paul? No, not at all. Happy to share my name with your daughter. At least it's not your dog. So, yeah, that next time I meet somebody and their dog's name is Charlie, we're gonna have issues. I think I'm pretty much caught up. I was. Ryan, what's going on, man? How you doing? And Teletubbies. I didn't see any Teletubbies in here. I'll sit an hour, then get 4 backwards offers in 2 minutes. Max payout 350 that I decline. Then get sick sitting 40 more minutes. Every once in a while, I just hit the pause button on the app. On the app, I'll hit the pause button for like 10 minutes. It's like if I get in this cycle and they keep sending me like really crappy offers, sometimes I'll just hit that pause button. I'll back out of the cycle, and hopefully when I hit unpause or resume, that I jump back in on a better cycle. But my next dog will now be named Charlie. Well, I'm flattered that you would name your dog after me. I hate when we get peak pay here, the dasher from the next zone flood into my area. Yeah, I don't know if Portland is that short on drivers, but they basically always have peak pay. Stormy says Portland Metro has a couple areas at all times that have peak pay. Downtown, I'm sure it's because the parking is not good, and unless you're a two-person dash, it's not worth it. Well, I got my Michael Myers mask. I could just put that over the headrest on the driver's seat while I run in, make it look like somebody's sitting in the car. Or it's Portland, somebody just might break into my car and steal my Michael Myers mask. My zone is 1 hour from the next closest, so peak pay does not attract them. Yeah, I feel like that's not worth the drive. Or it wouldn't be worth the drive. They would just steal your car. True. Mask and all. Jason says I'm not a peak pay chaser. I know people that are, but I just can't. It's honestly, it's not worth it. The only time that I've ever had really good luck with peak pay is when it's either already busy, like Friday night in Lincoln, Friday night, like 6 o'clock when there's like $3 peak pay, they would randomly put up. I'm like, I'll take the extra $3 for every video, but it's Friday evening. Everybody and their mothers are ordering. There's no need for peak pay. But those moments I'll take it. But anytime they like schedule peak payout, the ones that always left me laughing and scratching my head is peak pay on in Lincoln anyway, peak pay on a Tuesday afternoon. Like it's Tuesday. Good luck averaging $10 an hour without peak pay. Why are we attracting more drivers on the slowest day of the week? I have no idea. I feel like if I had a lower IQ, I could go work for DoorDash, like for the company itself. Charlie does downtown Portland, DC biking style. That's an idea. That'd be cool. Maybe I should have taken that sponsorship. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't Sisler, don't be a peak pay chaser, be a chubby chaser. Michael, how's it going? Love the videos, lots of good info. You still look over 40. Thank you to the first two parts. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's okay. Um, I just need to. Well, I need to go see a dermatologist and get um, these spider vein things taken care of, and then my face won't be red. And I get that done, and I get rid of this gray hair. I might be able to pull off 39. Peak pay happens 9:30 to midnight. In my area, I don't do dark with the tweaker. Spends renting twice. Yeah, that's another time. Although that would actually be probably the best time to do burn by time because you're going to be sitting in drive-throughs for a while. So you might as well get that extra money. Rob, I was looking at my pay for the last month. It seems like every 2 weeks, almost the same time. I think you're out of something. Out of something with my theory or onto something? Look your age, boomer, no hair coloring. Oh, Max, I ain't dyeing my hair. I'll shave it off. How dare you question our Lord and CEO? I I think I said it again today. Or did I say it in yesterday's video too? No, it was in yesterday's video. Yeah. Our Sith Lord and CEO, Tony Shu. I think you're on. Oh, I'm on to. Okay. Yeah. One thing with my ADHD rattled brain is I'm really good at picking up patterns. And I don't generally talk about things on the channel unless I've like actually looked into it at first. But I could definitely get into more controversial topics. That would not be fun. It might be fun. I don't know. Ridgefield had $3 peak pay 24/7 until about the casino opened up their hotel. We'll see. The casino's just ruining stuff like peak pay. Anyone else here on here work at a market with only one app available? DoorDash only thing going in my area. Um, what area are you in, Patrick? You may have said it. I can't remember if you did or not. They do make just for men hair dye for the gray. Just saying. Oh, I'll embrace it. I'll embrace the gray. If I get tired of it, I'll just, like I said, shave it off. But at one point in life, I was bald for a lot of years, actually. I go, Jerk Beefy, what's going on, brother? You are one of my longest subscribers, one of my oldest subscribers. Well, I can't say oldest. You've been around the channel for the longest. So I can't. I'm not going to age you. So going for an interview tomorrow. Need benefits. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's like I said, everybody's market's different. Everybody's situation's different. Say you're not okay. Yeah, you're not. You're one of the channel's oldest. I still didn't say that right. You've been around the channel for the longest. So I remember first few months you would jump on there and you'd be the first comment. What is my viewer demographic? I haven't since 2009. Well, I haven't been around since 2009. Well, I've only had the channel for like 2 years, or not even 2 years. Yeah, not even. So Clinton, Iowa. Have you tried looking at other apps like I'm trying to blank, and I should have just streamed this on my other phone so I could look. Um, oh, God dang it. There's other gig apps that you can do in pretty much all areas that are don't involve delivering anything. What is that app that I was doing that I talked about before we moved? Where you go in and you take pictures of stuff and scan barcodes and Jason says I've been here a while. I was just a lurker for the longest time. You window shopper. Mama Rent says you're aging just fine. They just jelly. Well, thank you. I still got to get my six pack back. I did have one at one point in life, not too long ago. Yeah, Max is doing runs Uber Eats as well. We've been running Uber Eats, but uh, I might see one decent offer a day. Roadie's dead, Uber Eats is dead, and Spark is 6 months waiting now. Does anyone find Spark being worthwhile, full or part time? Anybody in the comments? Because I've been on the wait list for Spark in Lincoln for over a year and a half, and I just joined the wait list out here. So hopefully one of these days I'll get approved for either place. You joined YouTube with this account in June of 2021. I did, and I started actually my I started vlogging November 15th of 22. So, oh, we are coming up on 2 years. Wow. Some of you have been putting up with me for a long time. At some point, we may have to go back and look at my very first video and make fun of myself. Patrick, what's going on, buddy? If you were to get deactivated from DoorDash all of a sudden for whatever reason, what would your plan be? I'm going to go get a pedicure and yeah. No, I will find a way. I will make countless videos on why DoorDash sucks. Again, joking. I don't want to think about that. No, I'd have to do more Uber Eats and Instacart and I don't know, work on my second YouTube channel. I still need to work on that. I was going to go up to the mountains last weekend and it rained. This weekend's supposed to be sunny, so I'm going to go up there and vlog a couple videos for the second channel. But if I do get this job, I'll still be doing gig work on the side. Jerk beefy, yeah. Honestly, some markets it's probably better doing gig work part time. Okay, probably most markets. I hope I don't make this look easy. I really don't. Yeah, because doing this full time is not easy. That's the gray hair. I'll be doing 12-hour shifts 4 days a week. So do you go out and do gig work 1 day a week or and have 2 days off, or two do gig work 2 days a week and have a day off? Um, Christine's very part time. First order on that video from November of 22 is McDonald's. I remember one of my first videos, I fell on my face. That would be a funny moment to go back and look at. Really would. I did. I fell on my face. And I laughed about it. I should go back and find that video. It's got to be somewhere. Way, way back. Um, he'd beg DoorDash to read. I don't beg. I'm stubborn. I don't beg. Leslie, how are you doing? Check out Charlie. Thank you. Yes, that is the name of the channel. Scotty, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Yeah, I think we talked about the channel, the second channel name change last week. Because with my sarcasm, I I feel like it's catchy. It would fit, or it does fit, and it would annoy people. Got to go check out this guy's channel. You got to go check out Charlie. Okay, what's the name of the channel? Check out Charlie. I will, but what's the name of the channel? Gig work helps with no car or house payments. And I know there's people out there, there's some people on YouTube that live in their car doing this. So I don't know how I feel about that. At least doing it all the time. Doing it on a road trip or an adventure would be cool, but just living in my car doing it daily. Well, I did it for 2 weeks before we moved out here, and it got old very fast. Max, you're calling me boomer, and you're going to bed. I'm joking. You're ahead of me on time. It's still early out here. Have a good night, man. Web Miss Trish, how are you doing? 2 hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week usually. Jason's been doing gig work full time a year in October. Ryan, yes, FOMO's a real thing. Work 7 days a week because otherwise I'd have FOMO. Yes, FOMO's a real thing. It doesn't get talked about enough. Maybe be doing gig work 2 days a week. There you go. Then if you wanna take a 3-day weekend for yourself, you can. You can call me Wyatt, I'm good. Okay, I will call you Wyatt. Ellen, how are you doing? How's Vegas? You always say we move. Oh, Patrick, basically anytime I say we, I'm talking about us. I'm talking about all of us, the channel. Uh, that's what I say when I mean we. I moved out here. I drove out here by myself. But anytime I'm talking on the channel, it's we because I wouldn't have this channel without you guys. So that's why I always use we. I make the videos, you guys watch them. We kind of make the channel. So that's what I mean by we. I don't like saying me and I all the time either. Mary, did I miss a comment? I don't think I did. Going back, looking through. Oh, I did. Field agent, yes. Olaf, thank you. I did miss some comments here. That's what I get for getting behind and trying to catch up. What else did I miss? Mary Guy, I may have cut off during my comment, but anyways, my uncle lives in Lincoln. I'm always hoping I can see you deliver to him, but he's old and probably doesn't use delivery service. Well, we will be back in Lincoln at some point. Got to go back and visit. You missed all my comments. It's fine. Brian, you got the $52. Where did I just see it? No, it's not fine. I don't like missing people's comments. Saturday through Tuesday, 16 orders, 20 to 53 bucks. Wish it was always this way. Sounds like I wish I was in your market. 52 order today at grocery outlet bargain market. The name alone sounds like a nightmare. That store is brutal. It's like mini Costco. But do they have samples? Closeout store, horrible for DoorDash. Do they have one of those here? Grocery outlet? I feel like I saw one. So what you're saying is stay away from grocery outlet, unless it pays really well. Hey, I did get the FOMO comment, Ryan. Next week will be 4,000 deliveries on DoorDash and 700 on Uber Eats, started January of 2023. You really do have the FOMO. Leslie finally had an amazing day delivering, averaged 31 an hour on Sunday for 5 hours, paid the electric bill. That's always good to keep the lights on. Glad you had a good day there. Scotty says, Charlie says we because he has a mini Sasquatch in his pocket. I'm glad you specified pocket, not pants, because that would have been awkward to explain. Rob, what do you do for health insurance? I'm just curious. It's pretty easy. I don't get sick, and I don't go to the doctor either. nothing good happens when you nothing good happens when you go to the doctor. Jason wants to live in the cat. I don't want to know. Oh, car. There we go. I'd love to live in the car all over the country, gig working. One place would be monotonous or monumentous. Patrick says your videos helped me on my shopping order. Thank you for that. Well, I appreciate that. And if I help out anybody at all on what I do, whether it's like I like the way you do it, I'm going to try it and it works, or you are an idiot, I would never do it that way, and then it works for you. Either way, I'm happy. I refer Warren, what's going on? I refer to myself as we because I have multiple personalities. I feel like you almost have to when you're doing DoorDash. We're always talking to ourselves. It's okay to answer yourself. You're your own boss, so you can have a company meeting in the car, even if it's just you. Does make it awkward though when you have to put your HR hat on and talk to yourself and get on to yourself about saying certain things that you shouldn't say to yourself. So the orders pay more in the PNW, but are you earning more weekly here or there since it was busier there? At the moment, looking back, like probably more out there because it was busier, but the orders here pay more. And overall, I'm just happier being here. I really am. Just happiness over everything else. Have you ever had any bad interactions with other dashers? Or run into quiet ones, talkative ones, and some outright jerks? I Most of the dashers that I end up running into are new. I don't know why, but most of them have been friendly. A couple have just been like really quiet. They don't. It's like almost like I'm their competition or something, which it is what it is. But Ryan says it's not about me, Charlie. Just messing. I know, but you know me by now, Ryan. I don't like missing comments and no samples, but they do have security guards. It's pretty good. So that what you're saying is it works if the pay is right. The neighbors though, next door or something else. Yes, have grocery outlet and they are tough shop at times. So honestly, it's kind of like shopping at Aldi because Aldi, a lot of the stuff Aldi gets in, once they get it in, once it's gone for the week. So kind of similar. As long as I don't have to put a quarter in a thing to use a basket, then I'll be okay. You didn't travel on yet? Yes, that's right. Well, on the first trip out, and then I took my mom out. And yeah, no, yeah, that was. I cannot believe we live streamed almost the entire trip. The fact that I had that many of you in my car and didn't get pulled over is a miracle. Grocery outlet used to be an overstock store, often with lots of East Coast brands being liquidated. They've transformed into a regular grocery store with low markups. Okay, that makes sense then. Heather says we have a grocery outlet here in the Junkhead City. Yeah, I identify as we, says Austin. What are your pronouns? We. And if you say we, then you could be French. Oh, Ryan, Michael Jackson's pronouns for he. I was expecting a Lego joke, but that works too. Um, Lucky Seven, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We have a grocery outlet as well. It consists of almost expired food or past expired food. Cool. I have fired myself 2 times this week for being late, says Heather. Patrick says Iowa's pushing legislation to stop smoking pets, kids, and trashy conditions in cars. How will how they will enforce is anyone's guess. They're actually going to branch out to the sanitation department, and you might have a garbage truck stop you and see how dirty your car is. I don't know how they're going to do that. It's like you get pulled over and the cop comes up to you. Do you know why I pulled you over? Why are you asking me? You pulled me over. You should know. That would be how I would end up in handcuffs. Never been arrested. I'm gonna be doing some car living, planning on going to Miami to do catering. It's a heck of a market. I want my catering numbers up. Jason, headed to Miami. You know there's a Miami in Oklahoma too, right? Just saying you don't have to go all the way to Florida. Grocery outlet and Dollar General are about the same. Ooh. No rhyme nor reason for where and why. What's where? Not wrong. Does anybody use GoPuff? Um, no. Patrick asks, how long did it take for you to get the hang of DoorDash when you first started? Um, I got on pretty quick. Learning, realizing it took me a while, but I realized, I can decline orders that because I was so used to delivering pizza for Papa John's that I would just basically take orders. But in hindsight, also, when I had first signed up and first started doing DoorDash, this was before um, the $3 base pay. $3 base pay would be nice now, starting out. This was still when you would see like $9 for 1 mile, but they were taking part of the tip. So yeah, I've been signed up for a little while. I signed up for DoorDash in, I think, summer, May or June of 2019, and I didn't really do anything with it until a lot of us when 2020 happened. Austin, you took French in high school. We. Jason says, what scares me is Walgreens shopping pays. You never know where if you're going to have to buy a woman her battery-operated boyfriend. Yes, the magical wand. As long as that's not a handy customer, I feel like it wouldn't be as awkward. But I enjoy making awkward situations even more awkward. It's the little pleasures in life. Scotty got pulled over the other day dashing for not completely coming to a full stop at a stop sign. He let me go because he said I had places to be. There you go. I've been the last couple of times I've gotten pulled over, and I haven't gotten pulled over in when was the last time I got pulled over? 5 years ago. I was doing Uber, and I had a rider in my car too, but the cop came up and he's like, "The reason I pulled you over is you didn't come to a complete stop at that intersection back there." And I'm like, "Pretty sure I did." And he's like, "No." But I'm like, "Well, you can go ahead and give me a ticket because I have a dash cam that will show that I did come to a complete stop." He gave me a written warning. He wasn't very happy. Another reason to get a dash cam. There's a Jamaica, Iowa too. But do they have a bobsled team? I gotta watch that movie again. It's been a long time. Multiple orders for Plan B and hot Cheetos. Okay, that's that's a Jason just said it perfectly. It's a weird combination. Lucky Seven says my wife just got an offer to deliver to an address that was the wrong one. It was almost 30 minutes the other direction. She called support. They told her to go where they said, and they would make up for the time. Has that ever happened to you? Yes. Usually, and they usually didn't tell me. They never told me to take it to the right address. They would just say, because the customer service in me would be like, "Well, I can take it to the right address." They'd be like, "Well, dispose of it or leave it at the address shown," and I wouldn't get in trouble. But yeah, I don't. That's one thing about like Lincoln, because I had it happen once when I worked at Papa John's. They put in their address is like 4,800. I'm trying to think of a cross, like 4,800 Adams Street. Well, there's a 4,800 Adams, but there's also a 4,800 West Adams. So they put in 4,800 West. So I drove like 20 minutes west to drop this pizza order off, and I get there, and they're like, "We didn't order pizza." So I called the store. They called the customer. They called me back, and no, it was 4,800, which was like 5 minutes east of the store. That was annoying, but yeah, anytime I've had an order where they've gone, it's been the wrong address. DoorDash has always just told me to leave it or dispose of it. Never had them go ahead and continue with the delivery, and I don't remember that happening. Either way, I'd be annoyed, and the pay probably wouldn't be worth it, especially if it took an hour. Don't drink and read the chat at the same time. You will blow root beer out your nose. got a $5 tip plus $12 cash tip and 18.67 pay from DoorDash. Oh, okay, that's not bad then. Don't smoke. Yes, don't smoke with kids in your car. Dash cam, catch in. How are you doing tonight? Never leave home without it. Yes, a few things you shouldn't leave home without. Dash cam is definitely one of them. I delivered 2 bobs to a chick that was at work at a gas station in Rainier. Really, must have been a slow night at work. Ooh, Ellen, you're cooking dinner tonight? Tonight is Indian style chicken with cabbage and rice. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live here and head to Ellen's house. It's only gonna be like a 9-hour drive, and I'll be there for breakfast. Ooh, I'm joking. Indian style. That sounds really good. I'm hungry. It's so awkward. That's another thing I'm getting used to as far as doing these lives. I'm doing them during dinner time, which is okay. But Nebraska, I would have been home, ate dinner, and then been going live. And here I am going live and then eating dinner, editing video, and going to bed. So yeah, you got to be careful mentioning Bob's because if you go to Raising Cane's, that means butter on both sides. Kind of sounds about as dirty as battery operated boyfriends. Never mind. What is up with Bob? You should do rides with your fancy car. My fancy, I only have one car. Should I do more scenery shots? That's a good question. Should I do more scenery shots like I did in yesterday's video or today's video? The video you guys saw today, I think. This is why I say it's just a day that ends with why, because usually I'm asking myself why. She was scared to go to another location, but DoorDash kept calling her to either check on her or to make sure it got delivered so they could pay as less as possible. Yeah, leave that to DoorDash. Um, Sounds really good. I meant butter chicken and rice tonight. Everybody's having chicken. I don't even know what we're having for dinner. Oh, I love Indian food. Stormy says it was an awkward situation. Yeah, it's always one of those, you drop off food and it's like, enjoy your meal, delivering that, enjoy your order. Um, yeah, it's kind of certain things that you deliver, you should be careful on how you greet the customer. 10:15 in Virginia. I gotta get to Virginia too. Delivering that would be enjoy your night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I gotta make dinner here one of these nights. Probably gonna do chicken enchilada casserole, Spanish rice from scratch. Lucky 7, butter on both sides. That is better. Never heard that one. Yeah, sometimes a customer will ask on Raising Cane's order if they want butter on both sides, and it wasn't until I ordered it for the first time for a customer, the employees shout back to the kitchen, "2 Bobs." It's like, "Bob? Oh, butter on both sides. Okay, Bob's." I'm like, "I didn't even give you the name of the customer yet. It's not Bob." Scenery shots are always good, definitely spices it up. I will have to do that. Yeah, I didn't know where else to. I'm gonna be afraid to say this. I didn't know where else to put my camera. I can just put it obviously in the windshield, but then there's the reflection and you get part of the dash and it annoys me. So I was like, let's stick it to the side window and get that angle and see if it works. I did get a lot of looks. I'm 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 driving around with Nebraska license plates and a GoPro sticking out the side of my car. It's like, give them the politician wave as I drive by. Jason, I'm behind on a video or two. I've been having bigger things going on. You busted your butt this weekend, Jason. Oh, do rideshare with your fancy car. That's an option at some point. Um, I've pulled 14 hours packing and sorting. Catching, give yourself a break. Done that. Done that. You've done that 3 days straight. Take a break, Catching. Have you ever had pupusas? I probably butchered that. I have not. Ellen says that sounds delicious. I love to cook. Stormy's making chicken enchiladas right now. Yeah, guys, I love to cook. So, Scotty, it's like, hello, ma'am, got your bobs right here. Enjoy yourself. Take care. I can't. I can't. Yes, chicken enchilada casserole is awesome. If you guys want an easy cheat on cooking like those bourbon bourbon chicken breasts that you used to be able to get at, what was it, Applebee's or Chili's, or probably both places. They used to have a bourbon glazed chicken. If you marinate your chicken in like Jim Beam apple for like 8 hours, you'll thank me later. Um, I will have to try pupusas. As long as I said it right. I hate the 4-star customers leave. Why not a 5-star? Nothing. Honestly, I've had people, and this goes back to when I delivered at Papa John's. I had a I was working at Papa John's and I was doing Uber, and I had a writer on Uber go, "Look, I'm giving you 4 stars. Don't take offense to it. I do not give 5 stars to anybody. 5 stars means everything was absolutely perfect." I'm like, "Okay, why are you telling me this?" No idea, but some people just refuse to give 5 stars. It's like, how do I get that 5th star? A happy ending or what? Jason, yes, you did. Hopefully this will make you laugh. Saturday night, woke twice, packed a box, back to bed. At least you're not sleep packing. I mean, at least Bob keeps people that should not reproduce from drugs. And if it's that bad of an experience, those are the only customers that you can say, go screw yourself and probably be okay. Oh, Lucky 7 with a $3 sticker. Thank you so much. Resorted to staying at the house, waiting on the right order worthwhile, averaging 40 plus hours, but only 8 active per week. I know, that's another thing. My active time versus my dash time here, crazy. Just the vast difference. Uh, It is what it is, but huge difference. The required pick on hand to me yesterday. Didn't realize saw customer back inside. I was on my back to car. Kevin, that's odd. I haven't seen that happen. Bear with me a second. Ruby. Ruby. Okay. Never mind. I heard her at the door and then she was gone. Oh, pin. I'm going to assume you meant pin. Scotty says, I never delivered adult toys to anyone, but if DoorDash is starting mattress delivery, at least the toys as a bonus with the mattress. That's true. Kaylee, how are you doing? Oh, Kaylee, you didn't hear. Yes, Mattress Firm is on DoorDash now. DoorDash won't remove any bogus 1 stars when you ask after 30 days, so everyone is aware. Um, they just did that a couple weeks ago, didn't they? Didn't I? This was back in Nebraska. I asked, and they did. Um, excuse me. Not bad manners, just good root beer. Take a pic of the door when that happens. I guess they think a pic is better than a pin because customer can provide the pin in chat and the pic proves it was handed to someone. But even with them providing the pin in chat, um, if it was a pin required, you couldn't complete the delivery without the pin, and then sending you the pin in the chat, there's still a record. So I feel like a pin's a better way to go. Ellen, I don't even know what my mom's doing. She's been messing with her insulin pump today, so I don't even hear her out there. She's probably got the dog outside at the moment. If you see a mattress firm and a Walgreens stack run, yeah. They showed the two pictures on the left side with a check mark showing a pic with the bag in a customer's hand. Hmm. If you wait 30 days to request a rating change, that's on you for sure. Yeah, I would wait. Generally, they don't update your rating for 24 hours. So if you get a bad one, or if you get a 1 star, which would be a bad one, you're not going to see it until the next day most of the time. Patrick, are they boxed mattresses? I think some of them are. I'm hoping all of them, but you can also they have the option to deliver a bed frame too. At some point, we'll just be delivering children, like we'll be delivering babies. It'll be like, and when I think about that, it's like Men in Black when he's Will Smith is that the alien woman is giving birth in the back of the car on the side of the road. That's what it's gonna. I feel like that's what it's gonna be like. Lucky seven. Now you'll get the full $3. Oh well, 350. Keep up the great work. Appreciate that so much. I get to leave my shirt. Never mind. Um, Only time I ever get bad ratings is when I'm taking out the trash for DoorDash to different customers than per usual. I, knock on wood, again, have not had a bad rating so far being out here. I would clean up if Mattress Firm is in my market and busy. I'm currently driving a full 8.5 bed truck. Patrick, yeah, you would definitely. You'd be delivering mattresses like some of us do those stacked PetSmart, Petco, Walgreens drop offs. It's not a bad idea. At this point, DoorDash is just trying to compete with everybody that they can. Roadie, Grubhub, Instacart, FedEx. Basically everybody. I was hoping Roadie would actually be busy. This truck gets way more orders. There's another, I don't think it's an actual app, it's a website. It's like Roadie. 3 cent add-on is my record. DoorDash is a bit ridiculous with the plus sign some days. First one went up 25 cents, next one. I know. It's like, what is there's absolutely no point in them hiding anything. Just show the amount. I don't get it. At some point, I really wouldn't be surprised if they started sending out $2 total will be higher offers. It's like, woohoo! Record low add-on. They hit a whole 3 cents. It's like, yeah, you know what? For 603, I wouldn't have taken it, but for $6, total will be higher. I would. Kaylee says one time it went up a penny. It's not going to go up more than a few dollars. Don't even bother with a plus. Completely agree. Called support. They canceled the order and gave me half pay. Oh, I missed the first part. I got sent Safeway for pickup, not shop. Order that included 3 dozen 32 packs of bottled water. Some random frozen food. The order was waiting for me on a pallet. Were they going to try to load the pallet into your car? I could see somebody doing that, or trying to. Just pop the trunk. We'll make it fit. Chris, how's it going? Yes, Patrick says congrats on the lowest add-on. Drew, what's up? Just did an Aldi 25 item for 2 mile for 1950. All base pay? Yeah, I'm a little shocked. We did an order today. It was like 2506. And granted, both customers tipped, but the base pay was still 1675. So I don't. I can see dashers with roof racks blowing mattresses all over the highway. I know one of these days, a few months from now, we'll all be driving down the road and see a mattress on the side of the road and go, somebody lost their DoorDash order. It's going to happen. Taking pics of the receipts is a good idea for DoorDash, but we don't have to do it all the time. Yeah, I got to do it all on every order, every grocery order. I can see Dash Platinum not having Dash now and exclusivity on catering orders. Is it even worth it? Other than the Dash now, no, it's not. Made 78 during lunch shift today. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. We've had a couple decent Tuesdays here. I was thinking that Mattress Firm would use this as backup in case they had one that needed express delivery, but there was actually a Mattress Firm section in the DoorDash app. Yep. And they're saying that they'll have your mattress sort delivered in 2 hours. It's like Napa. A lot of businesses are using DoorDash now. Walgreens, the pharmacy orders that we pick up, Walgreens is using DoorDash to get some of those to save money from using FedEx. So DoorDash is just providing the opportunity to these other businesses, and it's these other businesses that are taking advantage of it. Does that make DoorDash a pimp? I think it does. I shouldn't say that. So we strap it to the top of our car. Yep, basically. And hope it holds on. Chris had 2 shopping orders that went up to 5 in base pay. we've seen, well, back in Lincoln, we saw there was an alcohol shopping order. Oh, Jason, um that comment's okay. That's actually a subscriber. You're okay. I can't pronounce their name, but it's okay. Um, so yeah, sorry about that. No, um, they comment regularly now on our on the videos, so they're okay. Um, I no, I yeah, I got you, Jason. You're good. Um, yeah, the prescription orders are another thing where like the tipping is ineligible. I don't know if the app says that it's ineligible, but they're ineligible. Took me 2 hours to get the mattress stripped. Exactly, Kevin. There's I don't like I well last time I bought a bed was at Costco and it came in a box, but without the catering orders I wouldn't use DoorDash much. I feel like I think they feel threatened by my use of catering apps like Deliver That, doing Instacart, that they want to one up them. Yeah, they're really trying to. I hate having to sign the stupid paper at Walgreens. I just put an X and she was like, that's not a signature. I told her I'm not getting married, just signing for a DoorDash order. That's why anytime I am supposed to sign for an order, they don't know who I am at these places. They just know it's a DoorDash order. So I sign myself as Thomas Jefferson. 200 and no, I may have died 198 years ago, but still doing DoorDash. Don't carry, but there's a new stun gun and taser available that you can conceal carry just like, oh wow. Drew signs as the CEO. That's awesome. Um, Christine says I'm an old broad and I always carry. I carry only one. Who's going to protect me is me. Oh my God. Ryan, you're killing it tonight. I wear a helmet in the bathtub. Can't be too careful. Oh, Drew drives an '07 Prius. I can maybe get a queen or a twin in my car if it pays enough. So customers are not scamming, saying order not never received. The new one is wrong order. So I think sometimes they're scamming, and sometimes if they're missing part of the order, they'll just send the whole order through. Um, I feel like that's happened. Christine sizes bend over. There's also I saw a comment in a video from today that somebody they felt bad because they often have to report that they didn't get their drinks. Now, I put probably 75% of that on depending where you're picking up from, I guess, on the restaurant. Dashers should always double check and make sure everything is in there. On with the exception, there's been orders that we've picked up where it doesn't say that there's a drink in the order, but they're handing me drinks, telling me this is part of this combo meal. Okay, so that restaurant could have forgot those drinks. I wouldn't have known otherwise because it's not saying that there's drinks on my order, and then the customer doesn't get their drinks, and then they have to report it. I definitely see that happening. But most restaurants, when you pick up, the app will tell you if there's drinks or not. But there's, like I said, there's restaurants that have drinks as part of their combo, but you don't ever see it, especially on those when it's orders requested by merchant and you have no idea what you're picking up. You're just hoping that the restaurant got the order right. I think a lot of those, though, the customers can't rate you because they use that restaurant's app and not DoorDash. That those nights I was having to bust it hard. There were areas where my protection was in my lap. It was an extremely dangerous. Yeah, there's parts of Oklahoma. Yeah, Patrick says I had a head threatened to me during the middle of the afternoon on the side of the main street in town. I'd be like, "You're on the sidewalk and I'm in a car. Let's see how well this turns out for you." Lucky 7, welcome to the squirrel level. I appreciate that. You get early access to videos. So tomorrow's video you'll get to watch sometime later tonight. Um, it's for tax exemptions. LOL, all delivery services is tax exempt in Mississippi. So really, you could be a delivery service and a charity if you're in Mississippi. Hmm. Yeah, mace or pepper spray. Um, I've heard, if you get really, I've heard you can spice up your pizza if you put pepper spray on it. And I'm not joking. I've actually seen videos of people doing that. So, Ellen, you definitely need to. Yes, you definitely need to. It's one of those things you rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And I'd rather be out of a job and alive than out of a job and not. So, I definitely, y'all your own bosses. Do what you need to do. Community sale 20th, 21st, 2300 miles. Catching, just don't overdo it. Just pace yourself. That's when they order through the store's app. Yes. Yeah. Those ones you really can't get a bad rating on. So, I mean, you don't know until you accept the order, but at least when you get one that says delivery or requested by merchant, my rating's not going to go down after this one. Jason says, Charlie, this week I'm going to use your Amazon affiliates and order me some bags like you have. Oh, you're going to love those bags. They're amazing. Highly, highly recommend those bags. Had mine for like a year and a half, almost a year and a half now. Yeah, I've had them for a year and a half. They're still basically brand new. Probably why they have a local company that does delivery services. Drew, exactly. Like when you go to Chili's and it says one item, and that one item is 4 bags and 3 drinks. And it's always more confusing when the subtotal is $0. Okay, well, I guess one item is one order that contains 100 and some odd dollars worth of food. Shakes will often be substituted for a drink, and when a drink is hidden in the combo meal and the shake can look like a substitute, fast food place messes those up. They really do. If I only had a toggle to turn off orders of drinks or ice cream, aka DQ. Kevin, the bags that I use, I've picked up from Cold Stone Creamery countless times. I've done an order where I basically, it was high paying enough that I was in my car for like 45 minutes. And my bag was ice cold on the inside when we dropped it off. Those bags are magic. Feel like Forrest Gump when I'm talking about those bags. Those are my magic bags. I buy Parmesan spray. I make more friends. Ryan. Stormy, I deliver in Portland Metro, Vancouver, up to Tacoma, and Olympia, dash in evenings and nights mostly. 100% carry. Maze. Oh, it, just in Portland, I would. I hate when DoorDash does not show a drink that is sitting in the combo, but when you arrive at the customer, the screen changes and shows a highlighted drink. It's like, yeah, I didn't see that before. I don't think I've seen that happen, but it wouldn't surprise me. Lucky seven. I want to dash at night more with peak pay, but with my eyes and people not having visible numbers, most places has me worried about doing it more. Um, I would definitely get a high-powered flashlight. Um, I don't know why I didn't mention it earlier. For those who carry it, another option is a tactical flashlight. It's got a beveled edge around the flashlight itself, so a lot of them are targeted for or are targeted towards women. That if you can actually puncture skin, and part of the bevel will take part of the skin, so it yeah, DNA. And there's those things are super bright. They got multiple modes: bright, super bright, strobe, so it flashes, disorients. I definitely recommend those. A lot of those are rechargeable too. You don't even need actual batteries. Some of them you just plug in just like you would your phone. So I might have to do something like that. I might have to try to find a link to one of those. Very few female dashers after dark around here, it seems. Uber Eats has been ugly lately. Although I've never known it to be pretty, so. Catching, yes, I know. Can't afford to crash, but don't overdo it. So merchant app does not allow customer to leave a review for Dasher. No. And I've heard that from other dashers and merchants. The worst that can happen, I believe, is that the merchant, if there's that big of an issue, the merchant can then go into their app if they have the tablet and block you. But what is your bag recommendation or site for bags? Patrick, I got my bags off of Amazon, and there's actually in the video description of the live, if you go down to the affiliate links, there should be a link to those bags. So I need to get some of those bags. Yeah, they're freaking awesome bags. Christine, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Culver's is on DoorDash. I get tons of ice cream and drinks with most no ice. Want them to stay cold. Are your black bags ones? Yes, those are the ones. Um, Solid cup holders, drink carriers. What you can do if you have like Raising Canes, they've got the tall ones. You can these bags will actually fit two of them in there, so you can basically put them well side by side, but you'll have eight slots for drinks. You can put them two of those into one of the black bags that I have, and do your drinks that way. I guess that'd be an option. I haven't seen Raising Cane's out here. I'm sure they got to have one around here somewhere, but I don't. Scotty says I have two of those bags too. All I need now is one of those Velcro flat pizza bags like your DoorDash one. The really nice DoorDash one, or the ones, the flimsy flat ones that you get at Pizza Hut. Just ordered another 4-pack of delivered cheap catering bags today. Yeah, I still got to get a link to my catering bag up. Kevin, another option I've seen other dashers do, and it's actually a good option. You can get the cleaner carrier, like the Rubbermaid thing that's got like I think 8 or 10 spots. Those will fit most drinks. So, I mean, that's an option. They're definitely a lot sturdier. Ryan, you'll be in Reno for a week starting September 12th. Too bad you're 550 miles from Reno. That's that's not very far. I drove 1,600 miles from Nebraska to get out here. Hmm. Hmm. We'll have to talk. I can tell if a Quick Trip merchant order because it says Quick Trip Inc. instead of just Quick Trip on the offer screen. Stormy, yeah, definitely. Those are awesome. I think I have one somewhere. But X-ray bright mode too. Yeah, it will light up your life. Some of those tactical flashlights. Captain's got a 10-inch police type flashlight over 20 years. Fits beside passenger seat under armrest. Oh, those heavy duty ones? Yeah, you wake up with a headache. Yes, Uber Eats is. I've seen some better offers here. I'm prioritized out here for Uber Eats because I don't have rideshare. I don't have rideshare switched over to out here, so maybe I will at some point. But my plan, I want to get back to Nebraska probably month and a half from now. Um, because I still have stuff in a storage unit for one, and I want to get back there. And I figure if I get back there and I plan it right so that I'm there for a Husker football game, that I can do Uber the entire day and pay for my entire trip there and back. So probably do something. Use the same black hot bag you use. Ordered one unless it's cut from your link, I think. I appreciate that, Kevin. Yeah, I do get a little bit. I think it's like 3% or something from Amazon on the affiliate links. It depends what you order, actually. Different things have different percentages, but Uber Eats comes in bunches and it goes quiet for a while. Used to get on these rolls on Uber Eats. Once it started, it was usually good for a few orders, great paying orders. Yeah, I think the last couple weeks we've averaged like one Uber Eats order a day. Otherwise, it's a lot of crappy orders. But we're gonna have it going more Uber Eats in the background because your acceptance rate doesn't matter at all. And I realized I do have my my Uber card for like grocery orders, but I didn't have the grocery turned on. So we have the grocery turned on now. Oh, mom says there is a Raising Cane's in Vancouver. Okay, I figured there had to be one. Carry 13-gallon clear trash bags for leave it orders on rainy days. That's a great idea, Patrick. Some people are so generous on Uber Eats, like $7 tip on one smoothie. That must be nice. I'm sure we'll get one like that. My red card declined on the last Cane's order I did, so I've been avoiding them. Kaylee, do you have it set up for your phone for Apple Pay or Google Pay? I haven't used my physical red card in a while. Some Walgreens make you show ID. Yeah, oh, that chat's way behind. I think I'm getting caught up. I think I am. Oh, brand new Raising Cane's in Vancouver. Okay. My red card declined on the one in Portland that I know of, and one in Mill Plain. Mill Plain's not the best area of Vancouver, is it? Or part of Mill Plain? Because I keep seeing stuff online and on the news that all kinds of like weird stuff is going on. Or is it Fourth Plain? One of the planes. Two King Sweet, Compton Peppermill, lots of history in Reno, scenic and dashing could be good content. Right, I appreciate that, Ryan. Yeah. Email me or do we talk on email or Instagram? Josh, what's going on? How you doing? Just passing by to acknowledge your existence. I appreciate that. I still do exist. I'm not invisible. It's been slow since last week here. Seems to be slow for you. It is, but you know what? It's part of the grind. So things will get better. Things will definitely get better. Um, and if they don't, like I said earlier, a pedicure may be in my future. Uber is resetting our acceptance rate window on the 16th from the last 200 down to the last 100. I feel like that should be everywhere, but I don't. I always found it weird that Uber did your last 200 instead of your last 100. Makes things a little more difficult um, for their program. But yeah, Brian, hit me up. Catch in. Yes, it's always good to see you. Be safe. Please don't overdo it. And I'm getting caught up on your emails. So Mill Plain and Forest Plain and Andreessen are the main roads near the mall. Lots of activity. Okay, that explains it. I am learning the main streets around here, so most of them. Once I get all the main streets down, then things get easier for me. It's always been the last 100 in Market in St. Louis. Huh. I could have just gotten stuck in the rideshare thing where it was the last 200. When does the summer slowdown tend to end in your experience? For most markets, I would say over the next few weeks. It depends. For part of it depends on when people go back or when the kids go back to school. And then really by Labor Day weekend, it's the last weekend that really people are going out camping and boating and that kind of stuff. For depending on the state and the weather, but people really start settling in, you know, end of August or after Labor Day. So things will get better. Frank, of course, it would be great if drivers could rate customers. Maybe I would. Yes, they really need to. Uber, Lyft, you have to rate. Pretty sure you have to rate your riders. So either thumbs up, thumbs down when you ride with them again, when you deliver to them again. They really need to do that. So next time you're live, I'll be 30. Well, happy early birthday, Kaylee. So yes, when teachers and students who were dashing as a summer job go back to school, things get better. Yes. So guys, it is 8 o'clock on the West Coast, and which means it's time to hop off here. So next Tuesday's your birthday. All right. Well, definitely a happy early birthday then, but I'll talk to you before then. So Patrick, good to see you. Kevin, haven't given a ride to anyone in a while, but I think I remember always asking, did your passenger wear their seatbelt? I feel like it still does that, but yeah, they need to do that. DoorDash is already trying to copy other apps they can do. They can add rating customers as well and merchants while we're at it. So anyway, you guys have a great night. Appreciate all of you for hanging out and the super chats and all of that. I'll see you in the comments in tomorrow's video and next Tuesday's live. So Alan, have a good night, man. Lucky 7, Gigwise, Austin, Catchin, Patrick. Austin, that sounded, yeah, I'll go with that. You guys all have a good night. We'll see you in the comments. Good night, Mary and Jason, Mary Ellen, Jim Bob.